Hello guys, today we will learn about list comprehension. So what is a list comprehension? So rather than defining list comprehension in words, we can practically see what exactly it is. Now this is what the list is. So this is what a list is. List looks like this. So it is ready. I can see. So this I created a list and I assign to a variable. And when I write variable, I am getting that list. This is assigning a list. Now, what about generating a list? I can write a simple loop in Python for I in range 1 to 6, but it will give me number 1 to 5 only. Upper limit is always the number -1. Okay. Here, then I will simply say A append I. When I execute this, my list is ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it was assigned, here it was generated. Now let me explain you what is going on over here when I write this. See, first when I wrote this, it created an empty list, right? With the name A, of course. So name is A, empty list got created. Now here, what happens? This is for loop, right? I will, I's value will be 1 initially. 1, I is equal to 1. Then it will be 2, then it will be 3, then 4, and then last 5. Now fine. So I is 1, and then it gets into this particular line. Here it gets, and it says A append I. That means that empty box. This is what, right? A means nothing but this empty box. I'm saying append into that box with the value I. What is that? 1. Good. It goes back. It brings 2. I say A append 2. Then 3. Then 4. Last iteration, that is 5, comes and over. The loop is over and your list is ready. This list is known as A. That is what I have done here. Correct? Great. Now, I said this is what a list is. This is how I have generated list using for loop. I'm coming to list comprehension. What is this comprehension? Very simple. I will write A is equal to, make a box, and then I will copy. See, A I copied here equal to. Now, see this entire thing I can copy. Copy here. I'm copying only to drive the point home that it is not at all very different. It looks different, but I mean, it is exactly doing what we are doing there. So here it is basically 3 lines, here in 1 line. See, this thing is coming from this portion. This bracket is already there, opening, closing, and then I already have A equal to. What is missing? This is missing, right? A append I. There is no need to write A append because here I am putting in the box one number at a time. First, then second, then third as I go along the loop. But here I am read I'm going through this loop. It gives me, just see, now I will write here. It is empty in the beginning. Okay. It reads I 1 and this I is nothing but it is accumulating. Now it is accumulating number. First, what is that? 1. Then it reads 2, 2, then 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now your list is ready because that is what the range you have defined. You have given 6 means it will go till 5. This is ready. Once this is ready, what I'm doing, I'm putting the thing into A. Now what happened when I did that? My list is ready, and writing in this particular fashion, in this particular way is called this particular syntax, right? Right from here to here. This is what in Python called as list comprehension. Nothing great, right? It's a very simple thing. It is simply it is a modified version of this particular way of writing, right? So I'm writing like this, the same thing is happening. Now you may ask, which is better? Well, the answer is not simple. Performance wise, we will see which is better. But this is a single dimensional list. Okay. When your list will be having multi-dimensional, and if you want to do lot of thing, right? Conditions, etc. Your list comprehension will be written like this in one particular, in one line. Of course, there will be a lot of brackets, etc. Reading will be a challenge over here. This can be read very easily and also explained, because line by line you're proceeding. What is this happening? Then what is happening here? What is happening? You can explain. Once it becomes a complicated list comprehension, readability will be a challenge. And that is precisely the point when the developer will have to take a call whether he writes this or this. Having said that, let me show you how we can check the performance, which is smarter in terms of speed. Okay, for that, what I will do is I will import something, right? I'll say from time import time process ns. Okay, as I don't want to write such big name, I can say tp. That's it. This is nothing but I am bringing this time module. From that module, I am getting this class. Okay. Now, what I will do, having done this, simply what happened, time process ns from time unknown. I don't know what is that. Okay, process time, I think. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, this is not time process, process time. Now, what we will do is bring this entire thing, whatever I've written. Okay, good. This is what. Now let me remove all this. This is not needed anymore. Now, here I will say what? I will say start, and then I will say TP. This particular method, I'm invoking this. Then I will say, basically I'm seeing how much time elapses between starting point to end point, how much time it is taking. Great. Now, what I will do is I will say print stop minus start. Okay, good. Now, next is what? This stuff, right? Let me bring this here, and the same thing I will do here. Bring it here and also start. So what I'm doing over here is, I will explain you. I am trying to capture the time elapsed between this. So here some starting point will be there and the end point will be there. I'm executing this. Then there will be some starting point and end point. Now listen, here I will I'm printing stop minus start. Obviously, stop will be having larger number as compared to start. Okay, and the time is being printed on nanosecond. What is nanosecond? Nanosecond is 1000 times lesser than microsecond. Okay, and in microsecond you will in 1 second you will have 1 million microsecond, and in 1 second you will have 1 billion nanosecond, and I am checking in nanosecond. Okay, so when I do this, I mean I'm not going to get desired result. I will tell you why. Okay, just wait. So start, stop, print the difference of. So I can say, you can write something if you want to write. You say uh, for loop, how much time it is taking, and then here I will say list comprehension, how much time it is taking. Okay, list comprehension. We can identify, right, what is what here. List comprehension. Okay. Now he says for loop is taking 0 nanosecond. List comparison is also taking 0. The thing is that it executed so fast that difference, difference could not be really, I mean, it cannot really calculate the difference between start and stop. So what I will do now is here, I will write large number. Okay. I will say, okay, 10,000 numbers you populate using for loop, and 10,000 using list comprehension. Just see, still 0. Wow. Now I'm writing one more 0 in both the places. Let me execute. Now just see, both same. Wow. I have to increase further. Hmm. Just see the difference. For loop has taken these many nanoseconds, whereas list comprehension has taken these many nanoseconds. It is proven now that list comprehension is much faster as compared to my for loop. Now you may ask, why is it so? So the reason is very simple. Here, what is happening, the fundamental difference you see, it is iterating, keeping in the box, and once the box is ready, it is assigning in the variable, assigning to the variable. As against this process, here what is happening? There is an empty box, generate number, put in the box. Take another number, put in the box. It is something like this, that there are 10 people who want a glass of water. Each one of them needs a glass of water. Now, what you are doing in this particular process, what you are doing, you are taking one glass of water from the tap, and giving to the one person. You are coming back, taking second glass, again serving, again coming, like that you are serving 10 people. In this method, what is happening is you are filling up 10 glasses of water, keeping on the tray, and taking the tray and serving all those 10 people who need water. Which process will be faster? You can make out, right? That is precisely what is happening over here. Here, empty box, take the number, put in box. Again, take the number, put in the box. Take the number. And here, what is happening? Generate all the number, straight away put in the box. That is precisely what is bringing about such drastic difference between list comprehension and this for loop. Having said that, let me caution you. Performance is fine. List compressor is performing very well. But when you are doing coding, you have to also look at it from the perspective of readability. It is not only you read your code, even others will read the code. It has to be readable by all and understood nicely. Hence, at times, you will prefer this even if it is slow. Because if you are writing a very complex stuff, reading in this particular fashion, when you are writing line by line, it will be much simpler as compared to writing list comprehension. When we will come to that, when we will write double dimensional or list with some if condition, etc., we will see that writing this will be preferred from the point of view of simplicity, readability. Okay, but there is no doubt that this will be very, very smart. Okay, in terms of speed. Having seen what list comprehension is and compared it with this conventional list generation, now we will write a list comprehension where we will use if else condition. Okay, so I'm going to generate 1 to 100 number, and then I will I will check whether the number is odd or even. Okay, it's very simple. You know what? Simply copy this and paste here. How many number I said? 100. So write 101. It is going to generate 100 number starting from 1 ending at 100. Now I am writing if condition. Now how you write if condition? I will say if I, this modulus 2 is equal to 0, I will write that it is even. Else, I will say odd. Look, this syntax is little crazy. If it is true, this goes. Else, this goes. This is not the way we write if else, right? If I were to write here, I would not write. So I will write this syntax also and just show you. So where am I right now? I am somewhere here. Okay. Does it work? Yes, it works. Now odd, even. You know what? This is okay, but I should also tell what is odd and what is even, right? So what I will do now, I can do something like this. I will say within parenthesis, or even I can write like this I can write, like this I can write. I will say, look, this I is even and this I is odd, right? What is happening? If the number happens to be even, assuming 2, so it will be 2 even. Number 3 comes, this condition is not true, then it will go to else, it will be 3 and odd, so on so forth for all the numbers. See, now I have something like this: 1 odd, 2 even, so on so forth till 100, right? Even, odd. Okay, now the same program I should be able to write in conventional method, right? This for loop. How I can do that? So let me remove this. This output is perfectly fine. Now I will write in conventional way. How I will do that? Just see. This for loop for I in range 1 to 100. Very good. Then what I want to do? I have to have an empty box. Then come here and then what I will do? I will say If I is modulus 2 is equal to 0, if that is the case, then I will say A append, and inside this A append, inside this I will write, I'm making a list which will have two components. One will be I, since it is even I will write even, and then here I will say else, and A append I, and I will write odd. So what is happening? Every time one element will be inserted into this list. What does that element contain? It will contain number, and second element will be even if the number happens to be even. If not, it will be number and odd. So how it is going to insert? First, if it is empty, the first number comes. So first number will be what? 1. So it will fall here, right, in the else part. So what happens here? It will say 1, comma, and then what will say? Odd. Then next, it will fall in this if. Now this is already there, right? It is already there. Now what happens? Okay, let me create, I should have written like this, because one is C, one is box, another is in the box, another box is going. So it will be like this. This will be the construct. Now, when number 2 comes, it will be like this, comma, 2, comma, and this time even. And then so on, so forth, it will go till 100 number, right? So, I mean, this is how it is. Sometimes it will come here, sometimes it will go there, and it goes like that, correct? And then eventually you will have 100 numbers, and beside each number, it will have whether it is even or odd. Let me run this. Oh, it's running well. I don't have any syntax issues there. Now here, see, 1 odd, 2 even, 3 odd, 4 even till 100. So I generated using this, correct? Let me write this A here, and you have to be very careful in Jupyter Notebook when you are writing in the cell, right? Let me remove from here. See, you should be mindful of the thing that I'm using same variable A. I'm writing. So what happens? This will get invoked in Jupyter Notebook. It is showing output. Come here, and then here, this I'm writing, and I'm just invoking this. It will get executed. You're saying both are same thing. Okay. So this is how we can write if else command. You have to be a little careful when you're using list comprehension. See, syntax over here is very simple, right? I mean, it is just one by one line you can read, and we are used to it. But in list comprehension, thing will be little crazy, like, if this is true, write this. This is what is going to happen, else this is going to happen. But there, yes, if you keep using it over a period of time, you will become skillful. And we have already seen its advantage. Performance is excellent, right? It will save a lot of time if you are having a huge list getting created. So, see, that is all about a list. What I will do is, let me wrap it up here. I will keep taking examples in the upcoming videos. Maybe I will talk about double dimensional list, and then some conditions, and we will do some more complex things uh, over next few videos, and hopefully this concept will be clear and you will fall in love with list comprehension. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the upcoming video. Thank you so much again.